Hi again, it's Linda Ockor Jenner here, SBCN co-founder, and tonight it's another SBCN Small Beast podcast with one of our experts, Peter Piluk. Hello, Peter. It's lovely to see you again.
Hello, it's wonderful to be here as always. How are you doing?
I'm doing well, thank you. I'm enjoying these wonderful tips and ideas and stories that our experts are sharing with us. So, what have you got for us today, Peter?
So last time we talked about AI. You were asking me about how we use AI. So I thought we could talk about that today, if that's all right.
That would be lovely. Thank you so much.
So we in our field, accounting, there is an awful lot to remember and learn. So AI is a tool that we use quite a bit in our small firm. Just myself and my wife, we use it uh, uh, a lot for research and for fine tuning things. And I was mentioning actually at the SBCN meeting last night, someone asked the question because we're a small firm, we don't have the luxury of passing our work on to three other people in the firm. So a lot of times we use AI to help us uh, verify uh, our work, and in some cases it catches things we didn't flesh out enough or the like. So um, we use it for to help us with research for clients, and we use it to help us with our posts. So it proofreads our posts for LinkedIn, and my LinkedIn posts have been pretty successful. I write the post, and then I use AI to help me clean it up.
Wow.
And when I need some graphics, I use the AI to create some graphics for me. And then also um, uh, when I need a quick template made for something, it usually where I start. So it saves me time.
Wow. So you're an accounting organization, right? An accounting
Oh
company.
yes, I should have
So
started there.
no, it's fine. Honestly, I love the way how you're so natural and you want to get into the topic. It's absolutely wonderful. Do you use it for accounting purposes, like for anything to do with the financial part of it?
Yeah, so yes, but I have to qualify it. So one of the things that AI is really good at is following rules.
Oh,
Accounting, by bookkeeping in particular, the bookkeeping side of accounting is rules based. In other words, a gas receipt gets posted to this account, and an inventory purchase will get posted to a different account. And um, uh, accountants and bookkeepers have been using software that learns from what we've done in the past to help us with current and future uh, posting of transactions. So we use it extensively in our firm um, to help us in that way in particular. And most bookkeeping firms and accounting firms are using the same types of technology. It's not 100% perfect, and that's why we still exist, but it cuts time down um, by 80% in many cases. So,
that's amazing. So I guess what you're saying is trust, verify, use AI in certain
yeah.
circumstances. Um,
Yeah.
what do you think you will be using AI for in the future? Have you not thought of it that far? I know you're using it now for certain things. Will it go even further?
Yes. So, um, a lot of the influencers, accounting influencers that I follow and that I interact with, have all said the same thing. They all said that AI will not replace accountants. AI will replace accountants that don't use AI.
Oh, that's
So,
funny.
yeah, yeah, yeah. So, the we basically scratched the surface of what AI is going to allow us to do. We offer a lot of advisory services, so we um, we look at your numbers, and then we make a plan based on the numbers. It could be you're paying too much on inventory, or your staffing is too high, things
Wow.
like that. So we'll use AI. We'll tell AI, for example, hey, keep an eye on the labor costs of this restaurant, for example,
Wow.
and if it gets to 20%, give me a give me a message. So it'll automate those things because if labor is fine, there's no need for me to check it, so I don't have to check it. But if it gets uh, to a certain level, and then it says, and then it tells me now I need to look at it. So it's doing all the grunt work. That's where I see the future for us, more of
Wow.
um, watching.
So do you have your own AI software or are you using one of the ones that everybody else uses? Because I'm not really into AI. You understand it more than I do.
So we use my wife, who's my partner, as I mentioned. She uses ChatGPT, and I alternate between Gemini, which is from Google, and Copilot, which is from Microsoft, because I found certain things are better with Gemini, and certain things are better with Copilot. So, for example, my experiences has shown me that Copilot allows Microsoft Copilot is a little bit more creative when it comes to um, my LinkedIn posts. It understands my language by now. I've used it for probably 100 posts, so it understands my language and has made some good suggestions. Now, saying that, if my post is very technical, Gemini will do a better job. Google Gemini seems to be a little more technical.
That's good to know. Do you have to pay for these services?
So currently, everyone's pretty much giving you a taste for free.
Nice.
It's no different than I don't want to make a comparison, but the first one's free. We all know what comparison we can make. So
Oh,
uh, so currently, uh, Copilot, uh, we're not using the premium version, but we have a subscription for Google Workspace, which includes the pro version of Gemini. So we are technically, I suppose, paying for better AI.
yeah. So I guess that's a lot of advice on why you're using AI, how much it could cost now, maybe free. And do you think the cost is going to go up in the future? Do you think people will start saying you need a subscription for a year, that kind of thing?
So if we take a look at the history of things on the uh, uh, like Google on the internet, what we've seen is you become a lot of these services become free,
Hmm.
and the reason they become free is because you and me, are the product, and so Google in particular, we you don't pay for Gmail, although you can.
Yeah.
You don't pay to use the search engines. You don't pay to go on YouTube, although you can.
Hmm.
And the reason is because your eyes are what they want. They want to sell you ads. So I
Oh,
believe that AI inevitably will will follow the same pattern. Right now, we are still paying for free. They're using our inputs as a
yeah.
way of training the AI.
That's very
Um,
clever.
Eventually, the AI will serve you ads without you knowing you're getting ads. So that, in my opinion, is where we're headed, and
Yeah.
that means we have to be a little bit more careful.
Hmm. Definitely.
So,
Yeah. It's amazing, isn't it? All these new things they come out with and how it's
yeah,
helping you and your company save time and probably money
yeah,
because time is money, isn't it?
yeah. It is. It is. Time is definitely money, and one of the things we do in our accounting firm is we try and uh, uh, bring some of the tools the Fortune 500 guys use to the small firms, right down to a single solopreneur. And AI allows us to do that because we certainly couldn't compete with one of the big four accounting firms in offering some of the services we provide. But by using AI, we're able to augment our own offerings. So, like when I mentioned how we will be using it to track when client numbers get out of hand, so we don't have to
Yeah.
spend time always checking. Now we will because I'm I like to see clients' numbers, but if you get enough clients, that might not be possible. So
That's a really good
yeah.
point. So we're coming up to well, every time is an important time for, clients and accountants, but we're coming up to tax time, aren't we?
Yes, we
So
are.
so will it come into, more usefulness then? Is it something you can use to check things or something?
So we tend to use AI less for taxes because it isn't the AI um, agents are usually a few months behind. So for some things, they don't do a very good job. So we can ask uh, some suggestions for taxes, but we can't get definitive answers yet. AI is a little slow to pick up on things like that.
Yeah, that's very interesting. And I love your honesty in the sense that you are sharing your experiences. Have you had anything go wrong? Like, obviously, so far it's been all good for our listeners and people who might be thinking of, going that way. But have you had anything where, oh dear, that didn't work out quite right with AI?
Yes. So a few of my LinkedIn posts, um, it it totally messed up what I was trying to say. In at least one case, I didn't realize it until after I posted on
Oops.
LinkedIn, and it was some bad advice. I was able to pull it down. That was my own fault because, and now I check my posts. And some of the graphics have been wonky to say the least. So, and I did my cat is biting my fingers. So I,
Oh,
I did, um, I did a post about a death spiral on LinkedIn a little while ago, which is an interesting concept we'll have to talk about in another uh, podcast. And I was really pleased with the graphic it created. And then I posted it, and then I was looking. I mentioned the death spiral again, and I went back to look at the graphic, and I saw it had posted an entry twice.
oh.
So, so I'm sorry, Linda. I just have to show you. If you can see the little
Oh,
bit.
hello.
So
Oh, beautiful. What's the name?
he's Marshall.
Oh, how beautiful. I love putty cats and dog fur
He-
babies. They can be a guest anytime they like. Oh, that's wonderful.
Yeah,
They are good for our mental health.
they are.
And I'm surprised you've got hair because you must be pulling it out at tax time. Do you remember when you said to us that people come at the last minute wanting the taxes done? So,
Yes, and we're trying to avoid that, but people are coming in. People are starting to ask already. So I've said this before, and I'll continue to say it. Don't wait until the last minute.
no.
Talk to your tax person, ideally in December.
Yeah,
Well, unfortunately, we're now in January,
I know.
but there are still some advantages. And I would also add if there are still talk to your tax person, even if you're just have uh, corporate hourly income,
Mhm.
because there are some tax strategies you can still implement
Oh,
for the last year. But you have to act quick. So talk to your tax person um,
as soon as
as
possible.
soon as you can. Yes,
Because plan,
especially if you.
prepare. Yeah, they've got to plan and prepare, haven't they? We talked about that
Yes.
in another podcast, didn't we? It's very important.
Oh,
Also, you've
yeah.
got clients lining up already. And how many
Yes.
clients can you take on at the same time for the tax season? So if they want the best, they've got to contact you early, Peter.
This is true. Thank you. Yes, we're only a two-person firm, and my wife does the taxes. I just do the support, so she'll be swamped
Oh,
before too long.
yeah, that's why
And
we won't
I'll
see a lot of Lisa.
yes.
So as for AI, you gave us a really clear picture of why you're using it, how you're using it. So, any words of wisdom of somebody out there who's never used it yet in the accounting field, how could they start slow?
So the the thing is you can't break anything. So like just experiment. Take the AI, start asking it questions, start there are countless sources in our field that will give you some advice on how to use AI, but you don't have to take the advice. So
No,
even if you have no intention of using it, doesn't hurt to play around and ask. It might it's follow your curiosity is what I would say.
it's not going to
So
bite.
right, correct.
Oh, it's amazing, isn't it? Like, I've used it for a few things, and I know Dave, my husband and business partner, uses it a lot more. He uses different
Yeah.
ones, but we get so much different advice off people. I think if you can't trust an accountant and he is using AI, who can you
Yeah.
trust? This is why it's such a good topic for our podcast
Yeah.
conversation tonight, isn't it?
It is, and uh, I never worry about asking AI something because if it's wrong, I just don't have to use the answer, or I can correct it. So that's what I would encourage anyone, not just other accountants, to do. You ask it questions you know the answer to,
Hmm.
so then you start to feel a little bit more comfortable with it, and then um, start expanding your search. And one of the other things you can do, and I do this also a lot, when I used to be, I would go to Google and I would say, how do I make chicken fried rice? And then you'd
Yeah.
go to Google and you type it in, and you'd get 48 websites with how to make chicken fried rice.
Yeah.
Now I go to AI and ask that question, and the answers are interesting. Sometimes it gives you uh, some pretty good recipes, but also some ideas. But that's kind of in a
That's a
nutshell, just an example. So
that's a wonderful way to finish this conversation. Peter, I don't know what it is, but you always make me feel happy and smile. And I love hearing what you've got to say, and I love your posts on LinkedIn. So carry on doing the great work.
thank you. Can I say one thing? I promised
You
last time I
can,
was on
yes.
I had an announcement to make.
Oh,
Now this
yes.
this is a world exclusive. Uh, so, and it hasn't even been announced yet by the chamber, but I've got it in. Uh, my accounting firm, Creative Minds Accounting, works with coaches, artists, musicians, software developers. I didn't say that at the beginning, so I'm saying it now.
That's
We have been
fine.
nominated. We have been nominated for the 2025 Innovation Award in business. So uh, whatever we're doing, some people are liking what we're doing. We have no idea who nominated us,
Oh,
um, and that's kind of and we've asked the usual suspects, and everyone said no. So
oh. Well,
we are ecstatic.
it's well deserved, Peter. It really is
Thank
well
you.
deserved. As I say, every time I have a conversation with you and Lisa, there's a lot of interesting conversations. So you've well deserved, both of you, any awards coming your way. And
Thank
I
you.
look forward to another conversation with some interesting topic in February when we are back.
Yeah, that works for me. I'm sure between the two of us, we'll come up with a good idea.
Oh, I get the good job. I just have to ask questions and listen, and I find out so much. It's lovely. Thank you so much,
Yeah.
Peter.
Thank you.